Hello, all greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a good day. Welcome to my channel. Namaste, for we are all awakening to this divine light and reality, realizing all is consciousness. This material physical reality is nothing but a show. It is just something we've learned to focus on. It is a collective dream. We have accepted to dream together, for that we knew that we're going to be awakening to something so marvelous at the end of time. And the time is now. There is no more time. Time is it never has been. It's always been a continuation of moment, and so. And so this is all a material reality. It's just nothing but a dream, but it's coming to an end. For we and as we understand that, we become a compassionate observer. We are able to tune into that inner sphere of divine light. And so we are, for it is all in the process of being cleared, being healed, being transformed, being transmuted. And we are becoming our soul. We are tuning into this heart-based reality. We all want the love is the beginning and the end of all things in the heart, and in doing that, we are reintegrated many facets of our oversoul and higher self. And so, for there are many, and it is all about receiving gift. I am 80% of my process of cleansing now, and so I feel 80% is not 100. So I'm not fully there yet, but I know it is coming, and I'm very excited. I also wanted to address as the main course for philosophy. It's like those messages is a bit like in a restaurant. The food, it comes from spirit in a sense. The ingredient comes from spirit, but I'm preparing the menu. I'm like preparing the food. I'm cooking and I'm serving the plate. I'm receiving the clients. I'm serving the plates, and so it's like a one-man army. And soon I'll have assistant to prepare all that. But in a sense, there is a lot of fast food also on the internet, in terms of all kinds of messages that are being proposed that are not really so healthy to digest. But I hope what I'm offering you will feed your consciousness, will be easily digestible. For I'm trying to serve a culinary food to high-end philosophy and practical wisdom. And so, in many sense, what is the main course of the day, so to speak, would be to the essence of understanding you are what you desire, and what you believe. So believe that you are what you desire, and if you desire something but you do not believe that you can get it, that means you are misaligned with yourself. As you understand that what you want you can have, and life can bring you what you want immediately as soon as you're ready. There's a little time lag, of course, but it is part of the process. For everything starts in spirit, and then goes into the light realm, and then goes down through the astral plane, and finally it manifests in matter. But as you are sure that what you want, then life will bring it to you. So it's about blessing your desires, and blessing and being excited about those desires coming to you. Like finding anything that can be troublesome about the physical world. It's just a frequency. It's just a collective habits that we have these habits of tuning into this lower frequency. But now we want to tune into our soul and spirit, and our soul has even better plans than whatever we dream of for us. Wants the highest good when you align to the divine will, you are envisioning the highest good for yourself and for everyone else. For it, in a sense, it's about being excited that all that you want is coming to you, and to be sure about that. So it's about envisioning. It's like something you really want. So envision that, project yourself there, feel good about it. Then whatever happens, then you may not be able to sustain that vision, but let it go. Then you can tune into this other bubble of another wish and desires. You can have as many as you want, and then that's it. And then you go into there, and so it's about finding those bubbles, and then eventually they will all come aligned and will be put together by your higher self once there is enough receptivity. It's like seeing money as a long lost friend or lover that we've lost the connection, but now we're going to be reunited, and it's going to be very exciting. We're going to be together for forever. And so it is about understanding that in a sense we've never been apart from our true self, but it is within our mind. We have created this separation, this isolation, and for a long time I was more like Heraclit. I was feeling like the crying man, because I thought the world, the people around me were really like sometimes very stupid, and all the problems of the world were created by those people around me because their lack of understanding. But now I'm more like Democritus, this other pre-Socratic philosopher. I'd rather laugh about things, understanding that where they're at, and And so it is so it is important to move into this state of joy and receptivity, to know, to nourish, to cultivate this dream, to learn to focalize our attention into what is really wanted. For if you desire something, if you have this deep heart desires, it's because you meant to receive it, you meant to realize it. So it is about removing all the doubts in relation to what you want, in order to recognize yourself. You are what you want. And what you want will come into being as soon as you remove all any form of resistance. For as you become more comfortable with what you want, you feel good. As you feel good, there is less resistance. As there is less resistance, the universe can bring the situation into alignment, and then it comes into being naturally. For there is certain effort in learning to use our focal point for a while, but once we have enough determination and focal points, then the manifestation will not take that much effort. There is no it will come as a natural, like a fruit falling down from a tree. I hope this makes sense to you, but I really want you to realize that it is part of the essential functioning of the universe. We as light workers, we've been working really hard to support this process of ascension, and now we're going to be rewarded, for there is new energies that are coming to the planet in relation to the next cycle that are already there. So learn to visualize, to dream, to focus, to feel, and then let go, be ready to receive. And the more you feel, the better we feel, the easier it is to receive everything abundantly. Also wanted to still speak of the starlight nature, for we all come from the star. We are all connected to great star nation. We've all incarnated in many stars, in advanced civilization in preparation to coming here. We had many incarnations, so we have a family in the stars. So we want to reconnect. Whoever family you feel called to, call on them. They are there. They've always been there for you, and open this portal of telepathic communication, so you can interact with them on anytime you want. It is like telepathy is like a telephone. There is no space, there is no time. You can travel through the future. And it's the same thing when you want to realize your dream. It's like a dream is something, a vision that is something that is future, that is potential. So you move into this future, and then you return from the future, and you bring yourself back the image, the energy, and then as you become comfortable with the energy, the future becomes the present. And so I want to speak about the starlight nature. For the stars are not things, they are real beings, but they are beings of such a magnitude that their personality is utterly beyond us. Like the planet is a person, a real person. Stars are real beings, and there are countless stars in the heaven. We send greetings and we thank them. We want to be able to eventually focalize the power of 1 million suns that are behind us, that will give us this great joy and light that we can focalize through our solar plexus. And the star is a being that has so much love and so much light. It has radiated out. It always gives. It always gives. Doesn't need anything from any planet. The sun doesn't need anything, but it gives. It provides light and life to all, and it's like so abundant. And in essence, you want to be as abundant as the sun. You want to breathe. Learn to breathe deeply. It's very essential to breathe deeply and to make silent in your mind in order to move to the next level. It's just, rather than this shallow breathing that we've been used to, is to learn to breathe deeply, consciously, and this breath, this oxygen, fuel the inner sun, fuel the inner light, and so it becomes brighter and brighter as we learn to breathe deeply. The more we become conscious of our breath, the more we are able to fuel this inner sun within ourselves, and then eventually we'll create this warmth. For that is something that is very personal, but will come in due time. For we are all perfect from the perspective of the infinite. Everything is always been perfect. It's just cycle of growth that we are going through, and we are unique in the whole process of infinity. There are countless infinity of planets, beings, universes, but yet every being is essential to the plan of God. And so you understand, you are that, you are this source within that is connected deeply to the source, and that is the most essential you want to know, is that God is love, mercy, and ministry. And so also allow yourself to this higher light to flow down through this pillar of light, turning to this vertical axis. For we want to align to the highest potential flow on the horizontal axis, on the cross of matter. We want to be able to project ourselves and bring the highest manifestation, the highest joy on the physical plane, but we also want to be aligned to this pillar of light on the vertical axis, so the higher light can flow down from the higher plane into all our chakras. For it's a free will experiment here that we choose to participate in, and so with choices are very important. You want to make choices. You want to stop saying, well, things are the way they are, or I want this but I don't have it. No, you have it already. Just do not let the outer circumstances fool you into believing that material reality is the truth. It is not the truth. Consciousness is the truth. Consciousness is not limited by time, space, matter. It's pure energy and pure potential, and so it's about making choices and choosing your timeline, choosing to move into this higher timeline, integrate the many facets of your oversoul. Because it is happening anyway, consciously or unconsciously. There is this source code, the code of the source within our DNA, that everybody has that, from the smallest microbe to make choices, the smallest insect or whatever. Everybody's has this source code that pushes to move forward. But right now, for all the light worker, or for everyone, there is this call to return, this call to ascension, the call to something better, to more integration, to let go of all the dramas of the past. And it is gone. Those eclipses have removed it. So we want to be mastering this divine will to make the highest choice for ourselves and for others. For if we make the highest choice for others, but we forget ourselves, we're not in the divine will. For the divine will is not about submissive to some kind of idea of dogma. It's about following your heart, what you are really called to do. There is divine love. There is the key to ascension, to find the inner love, the love for yourself, the love for life. But if you do not, you have to, sometimes it's easier to love someone than to love ourselves, but it is really, the lesson is to love ourselves, to accept ourselves as we are. And then there is divine wisdom, that is the integration of intuitive intelligence, how to maneuver through all those energy, material, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. Everything has to be integrated. So it's about tuning, aligning to this cosmic to our higher self, to our cosmic self. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. But yeah, your soul really wants to bring everything into alignment for you, and to find this freedom that will be given, offered. It is already there. It is always potential. Just know that you may have to a little bit of work to do. Whatever work to do, attend it, be patient, continue to work on that, and know there is a promise of great freedom, amazing dreams coming true, all our dreams coming true, in fact, for all those who are sincere and working, those who are working against life, who will have to face more difficulty against others, against life, in this dualistic but in many sense, we do not want to hang on to or judging them in any sense or way, so we want to, if possible, be of assistance. And we came here to serve the planet in this freedom process, in this ascension process. So do not let yourself be for we live. I wanted to mention also that we live in a matrix that it's a shadow matrix, not something that the Creator personally wanted. It's part of the universe to allow the certain world to go into darkness in order to expand in the consciousness of the universe. Be careful with the media, what is going through in the media, for the media is under reptilian control, this like dark and dramatic control, the Black Alliance, the draconian understanding is that there is everything is based on the lowest dominator. They always want to promote violence, they want to promote fear, they want to promote submission to slavery, bondage. And that is the way they're keeping the world. And so in 10 seconds, usually you have already the content of the message. It's good to stay informed, but do not dwell into that. Just see, well, it's part of the process that is going on. And then you'll see behind the scene, you'll see that all of the darkness is just an illusion. It is just a temporary process that souls are going through. And then but stay within the light, send light and love to all the situations that protects you in many sense. And focus on really what you want, on your dreams coming true. Do not worry about the world. Just continue to perfect yourself each and every day. There is always things that we need to do to perfect ourselves, but do not be concerned about all those things that the media may talk about. The highest wisdom today for us is the Amérindian. It's about the simple life. It's the law of the circle. The law of the circle said everything has to come from within. For it is our thoughts, our emotion, and our action. So we want to put thought, emotion into motion, so that and then it can manifest. But it starts from within a circle rather than and we want to start things from a place of empowerment, not disempowerment. So in many senses, there is a connection to the natural kingdom, the natural world, the respect of the Great Spirit. What we need to understand is anger or alimentation, nutrition. So it's about not being dominated by our senses. We have to give our senses what they need, but we do not want to let them oppress us. So it's about bringing those senses, those visceral entities, the body, the mouth, the ears. They have been taught that whenever they want something, they have to be given immediately. So it's not the way the soul has to be able to take control of that, to give them what they need, but to bring them into a wholeness, and not to be not to be oppressed by our senses, by our physical habit. We have to clear up those so that we can find the truth, peace, and serenity. What we need to do is health. So that's also because some of our habits have not always been for the highest good of our physical body. But now we're moving into this age of joy, happiness, fulfillment, wealth, and so we need our physical body to be in full health, so that we can enjoy all that is coming to us. So there is a little effort to do to clean up our physical body, but it is worthwhile, and to find this, it will realign naturally to the state of health. And the outcome is Egypt. It is the manifestation, the understanding of eternal life. It is the great pyramid of thought. Those great pyramids are the Akash, the secret of eternal life is hidden within that. And when men will be peaceful enough, those secret and treasures, there was all kinds of treasures from Atlantis that are held within those temples and other places in Egypt. There is all kinds of amazing technologies that have been hidden away from men because it's too it's not benevolent enough yet. But once we make peace, we will create enough peace in the world. All kinds of magical technology will come to heal, will come to provide free energy, and all of those are already connected, already inside those temples that were saved from the Atlantean era. So know that you already have within your DNA all the connections. Just trust that. Tune into your soul, communicate with your soul, your spirit, your I am presence, your spirit guides, and the more you do that, the more you will see that life will flow naturally. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. This painting behind me is a painting from 2008. It represents the sun with his etheric twin. It's my hand actually moved there when I put the red. It was like boom, boom. And actually the red is like put the motion in. Then there's Mercury, there is Venus, there's the planet Earth. This is where we live. Then there is Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Chiron, Neptune, and Pluto. This is like an early model of those celestial painting. Well, I know it's very exciting what's coming up. It's so exciting. I'm so excited. It's just like it's very hard not to talk about it, but I'm trying to resist to speak about what's coming up. Well, you will come in due time when it is the time. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song about divine grace. It's called Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we'd first begun. Thank you very much for sticking till the end, for we are within the moment of now. From now on, we want to be in this moment of now, this all-inclusive moment where all things is possible, to move into this light. That's a great blank canvas where we can always recreate something new, something exciting, and to allow the highest photonic experience to move us into this, to be carried into this chariot of light, to be free. Well, I hope you enjoyed this exciting time, and I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for everything, Salat.